Hey.
What's going on, everybody? And thank you for joining in to another episode of Failure to Communicate. You know?
All right. I keep trying every week with this iPad, but it won't let me be great. So here we are.
Look, but you're great already. You know what I mean? You came in with the polka dots. I see.
Match my shoes.
You know what? The thing is, we didn't even talk about this.
We didn't.
We're
both real festive.
We are festive
Miami
today.
Vice vibes.
Look, you can call me, what's it, Tubbs? My Tubbs today? So you Crockett?
Tubbs.
You Crockett. I'm with it. Come on, Crockett and Tubbs. Let's go.
Tubbs and
Let's
Crockett.
go. Let's get on the speedboat.
You know?
But I am super excited.
Yes.
And it's funny. I think this is a reflection of our attitude today.
It is.
We just look, this is going to be fun.
Yes.
We text each other earlier. George's like, we're going to have some fun tonight. I'm like, I'm with it. I am with it. There's water in here, but you might not think that there is. You might think that it's some sippy sip. So today's episode, I'm excited because we're representing for the brothers today. You know, I've realized that our audience is majority women, but I feel like this was in my spirit. This is in my spirit. Our episode today is what do men want? Mm-hmm. And I feel like there's just that's the whole reason why we're here doing this podcast. It's like women want this, men want this, and then we don't communicate effectively. So today we're gonna dig in the trenches. We're going to dig in the trenches. And
I'm excited about this, too, because I want to know. Because it's a mystery to me, okay? Because women are out here confused in these streets. But I think men are confused, too, about what they really want.
We all are confused.
They say one thing, and then and they do another thing.
Men would say the same thing. They would say that women say that they want this, but we're going to get into y'all on the next episode. And I'll let you title it, but I'm assuming it's going to be something like,
I mean, it's going to be what women want.
Okay.
We're keeping it simple.
So we're going to keep it simple.
Nothing complicated, because we're going to talk about what women want. I think women are more simple than men are. Really?
I hadn't heard a joke all day. I appreciate the instant comedy. We only 2 minutes in the show.
Glad you find this funny, Jay.
I'm gonna let you have your own stand up. We're gonna do Queens of Comedy.
Really?
And it's gonna be starring and co-starring you, because that joke that
I
women
have been told that I'm a comedian.
Today you are. I've never seen it in you, but I like this. We're gonna bring Nephew Tommy back. And it's gonna be y'all two on the episode. I'm gonna just sit in the chair and just laugh the whole day. You can just say that same line. Women are simple. And then that'll be the whole show.
Who's the real comedian right now? I think you're the real comedian right now.
I'm with it today. We're going to have fun today.
Clearly you are, because you're excited about this topic. And hey, everybody out there. I see Claudine's in the house, living my best life. Ada, Marie, the lovely lady. Okay, hey, Darika, hey. All right, so let's get into it. Jay is leading the conversation tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see how this goes.
You know what? I don't like your lack of confidence.
I have all the confidence in you,
in the man's ability to lead. You feel me?
I want to know, because listen, each episode leads me closer to my husband.
Well, the way you started it out today with the whole women are simple. We're gonna have to
take it one step back.
One step at a time. Yeah, I think that was.
Okay.
Let me take a sip of my water first.
Thanks, Iris. They said we are both gorgeous. We looking good tonight.
Thank you. And the matching shoes. You got the red lipstick. I'm about to talk about red.
You talk about red lipstick?
I have show notes and everything today. I am so ready to represent.
Well, come on with
today.
it, Jay.
So I broke it down to simplify it, since women are simple. I'm gonna simplify it.
Not simple-minded, okay? Don't get it twisted now.
I didn't say that. I just repeated your words back to you, and you didn't like them. But
not complicated is what I'm saying. But go ahead.
Another example of when I repeat something that this beautiful woman next to me has said, then there's an issue with it. But I repeated the same exact thing.
Okay.
But women are simple. You're right. So the first thing is top 5. I'm with it today. I am with the ish today. Let's go. So top 5. I broke it down.
Okay, just 5 things, huh?
That's just 5.
And these are things
I
that
said top 5.
Men want. Oh, top 5.
The name of the episode is what do men want?
Things like, did you do some research?
I did a lot of research.
Are you citing sources?
I did a lot of research. Like, I called men. I talked to married men. I talked to single men. I talked to men that are out here in these streets.
Focus groups.
Like, bro, it's time for you to settle down. Why are you still in these streets? man, I want this, I want this, I want this. And so this is a
All right, let's
compilation.
hear it.
There were other things, but these are the top 5 things in my research.
All right.
Respect my gangster. Now, we all know this one. The first thing men look at, which is obvious about how I'm setting it up, is they look at the appearance. Men are physical creatures. We shop with our eyes. That is nothing new. But what I want to add to that is that it's not just the physical.
Okay.
It's not just the physical. Happiness. When you exude happiness, that is the sexiest thing that you can be to a man.
Okay.
All the boom and the pap, that's cool. All of that sex. I call it the boop and the pap. I got kids. The boom and the pap. The boom and the pap. Everybody's getting a surgery on the boom and the pap. I understand that. Go and take it to the doctor in Dominican or whatever place you go. Get your surgery. Do what you need to feel happy about yourself. But men, we are not focused on that at a certain point in life when we're ready to settle down.
So can we talk about each one as you're going through?
Yeah. Okay. This is the conversation.
All right. Appearance. So we were talking about this. You were talking about the boom and the pap.
The boom and the pap.
Okay. Men are physical. But then you're saying it's not really about that, those pieces, those body parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just because you have a nice boom or a nice pap, or you might have a combo boom and the pap. I want to
hear what y'all got to say in the chat.
Please. I woke up today choosing violence. I understand that the chat will be.
He put on a whole Hawaiian shirt, okay?
I look like I'm in the witness protection program.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In Tampa or something.
If it's about appearance, isn't that contradictory if you're saying it's about appearance, but then it's not about appearance?
So it's what appears to the eye. And I'm gonna give you some flowers. See, this is gonna be something I do every episode. I think I do it, but I'm gonna be conscious about it now because that's just I like my friend and I'm happy for it. So you look like one of my favorite artists is Jill Scott. One of my favorite songs by Jill Scott is Golden.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs by her.
And when you walked in the room at the resort, I was like, living my life like it's golden, living my life. Right? And but that had nothing to do with your boom and your pap. Because you, unlike some women that were there, keep your boom and pap covered up for the most part.
Yeah.
And
just
so
a little skin every once in a while. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Like, we don't need to see the whole thing. Give me a trailer. Like we talked about last week. Give me the trailer.
Right.
And so, but I was attracted to your aura, your energy. That meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
And so when I say it's physical, but it's the appearance, it's not just the boom and the pap. I mean how you care. Happiness is sexy. Y'all can throw the heels on, have the boom and pap and all pushed up and all. Cool. But your happiness?
Yeah.
That, because I'm at a stage in my life where I'm happy internally. And I don't believe that you can make anybody happy.
Yeah.
They have to be happy already. Now we can match happiness. Is my happy and your happy? Now we're really happy together. We're equally yoked in happiness.
Exactly.
And that's what I mean by that. But a lot of times with this Instagram world, and we've talked about it, we're so focused on the filters. I appreciate you. Look, I went on Dear Wifey and I told him, I was like, look, Joy got me out of Dear Future Wifey. Look, shout out to LaTerrace. That was an amazing podcast. And we talked about how you was like, Jay, you need to stop editing all your pictures this way. But that was so much me focused on the external.
Yeah.
And plus I didn't have my glasses on, which was really the problem.
Blaming it on the glass.
Look, I need these things. I'm at a point in life where
I'm going to delete that app from your phone.
Yes.
Okay?
And that's what a real friend does.
Yeah.
But that's the external. But what women have come to me, like, I love the fact that you're confident in where you are. And I'm like, because I'm happy. And I'm very particular about what I have around me, energy-wise. We're both big on that. And so that's what I mean by that.
Yeah. So it's interesting because when we were having this conversation about the topic and you were talking about physical appearance in women, you were saying that you think women are getting their bodies done for men. But I think women are getting their bodies done for themselves. Like if I put on makeup, I put on heels, I buy clothes for me because I like how I look in my clothes. I like how I look in my skin. It's not, if a guy recognizes it, sure, but it's for me. Yeah. I'm not doing it for other men. Right. And I think most women, well, at least most women that I've talked to, they're not doing it for men. Like, of course, a man is gonna recognize it, but it's how I feel when I get dressed up, you know. And women, you all could chime in as well. But we're not doing it for men. Like we like taking care of ourselves, like taking care of our bodies. I'm not buying an outfit saying, you know what? I think the men would think I would look fly in this. No, I'm buying it because I think I would look good in it, and it's for me.
Some women. I didn't say all women.
Okay.
Some women. And I say that because I've had women ask me, so if I get something done, what do you think I should get done? Which, hey.
They're asking you?
Yeah. Like, what if I got the, like...
See, I think that's a self-love thing. If you have to ask for validation from a man, because I'm not asking for validation from a man.
But you're not the...
If I'm getting my tummy tucked or booty lifted or whatever, it's for me because of how I feel about myself when I look in the mirror.
Right.
Not for what you think.
Why it's always got to be me?
You know, well,
Why it's
you
always
know
got
what
to be
I'm
me?
saying.
We're not going to start that today.
You know, I'm not doing this with you. I'm speaking as a male subject.
Right.
But it's not for a man. Like, I might think, oh, what's he going to think if he sees me naked? But at the end of the day, it stems from how I feel about myself because a man may not even care. He might, oh, you got a little extra, you know, there. But it's like, but no, how do I feel about myself? Yeah. So that's a self-love thing, but that's a whole other topic.
Absolutely.
But yeah, okay, so physical appearance, and then you talked about happiness, the way somebody carries himself. And I think most people would be drawn to a happy person, right?
Absolutely, but I think that there's, in this Instagram era, there's more focus on the physical and less focus on the mental and emotional, right? And that's where we need to get to. That's one of the reasons why we're here, is to have these conversations because there was a point where in my dating past, I was looking at, okay, got it. There was one point in my dating past where majority of what I was looking at is physical. Like I said, I've said it before, and I realized, like, yo, I'm having the same. First of all, they all look like they're related, and then and then I had a type, and then, but I was dealing with stuff where I was like, man, I'm tired of dealing with this. Yeah, and that was my own fault. But I was so focused on number one that now, you know, the number two, which we're about to get to, is something that leads more. But women understand that confidence, you carry it well. Yeah. I mean, you do that thing. You walk in the room and it's like your energy is like, boom, I'm here. And there's nothing that you have to say.
You saying me or you talking about women?
I'm talking about you.
Oh, thanks,
I'm looking at you. Yeah.
Thanks. Wait, see, you said you.
No, I'm looking at you. When I say you, I mean you. You know, it's not a hypothetical you is all women. I'm talking about you. When you walked into the room.
Thank you.
You know, I think I might have been in mid-sentence and be like, and you wasn't strutting, you didn't have anything out. And what I want women to understand is that that's what a lot of guys at this point in life. Now, I'm not, now 18-year-old Jay,
well,
I wasn't looking at energy.
Yeah, you're not thinking about values, you're not thinking about confidence, all that stuff. So China asked, can you make your man happy sometimes? Absolutely. And then China said, what about lingerie? Yeah, why don't you speak to that? What are your thoughts on lingerie? Listen, because I put on some sweatpants and I like pajamas. Don't talk about my pajamas, Jay. Anyway, but I put on some lingerie. But okay, so what are your thoughts on that? What if a woman just want to be comfortable? You know?
I never saw lingerie. Now that I think about it,
First of all,
your mom in the chat. We ain't gonna go in there.
Right? Hey, mommy.
Hey, Miss Hutton, how you doing? How you doing? And your daddy too. We definitely not.
Right.
We definitely not having that conversation.
Exactly. But what are your thoughts on lingerie? And you know,
I was married.
You want a woman to put forth effort.
Yeah. I mean, you know, let's think about that part of the relationship like Christmas. Do you just throw the tie under the tree? Do you put a pretty package together and put a nice bow on it and say, I love you, honey, this is for you? Yeah. The lingerie is the gift wrap. You know what I mean?
So it doesn't have to be all the time.
It doesn't have to be all the time. No, I mean, sometimes, you know, it can encumbrance. We don't want trying to get untie this and do, man, just give it to me. So yes. Do we want a nice wrapping on it? It's just like lipstick when you went out today, right? You put this beautiful red lipstick on, which I'm going to get to in a minute, boy. Okay. I'm going to get to in a minute, boy, because it was in my show notes, and then you pulled up with it. I was like, with the tea. All right, let's do it. So that's number one, which is appearance. Number two, and I think you're going to be surprised by this, consistency and loyalty. Okay. Men want consistency and loyalty out of their woman. This is number two. And are you surprised?
I am, because a lot of men are neither of those things, especially consistent. You know, that is a huge thing for me, and I don't think a lot of the guys I've dated see the value in consistency. Yeah. If you start one way, then continue that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, don't start, wooing me the first 7 days and then, you get me and it's like, oh, you just fall off. Like, no, consistency is huge. So, yeah, I am shocked about that.
Yeah. So what you're talking about, I call the representative, and we've talked about it, right? Like, that representative is real cute for like the first 3 weeks. He calls you every day, good morning, beautiful, all that type of stuff.
Yes,
and then you
the
fall
representative.
off. And I've talked about do something that you can be consistent with. I admittingly, for the most part, I am not the good morning, beautiful, everyday type of brother.
Yeah.
You may be my thoughts. I may take a break throughout the day and say, hey, how's your day going? Or shoot you a quick text. But my morning kind of has a routine. And unless I'm in a relationship, that relationship hasn't become part of my routine yet. So the consistency that we're talking about is because a lot of times a man, have you ever heard of a woman getting a guy and he was wild and then he calmed down because he found the right woman? That's what this is.
Yeah.
Okay. When you find that person that is like, man, I want to share one of my first loves, and this was like college. We played video games together, and that was like everything for me.
Yeah.
I could talk to her like one of my boys. She was like my best friend. She was everything that I needed in life in one woman. And so I had no other needs.
Right.
And she was so consistent. And it meant, and at 20 years old, 19 years old, that meant everything to me back then.
Yeah.
I was young and dumb, so I didn't keep her in my life.
Right.
Because I didn't realize the value. But later on, I was like, oh, she never wavered.
Exactly.
And when we're wavering, seeing you be consistent as a woman, you are representing all women right now. So see,
you see how the double standards.
I did say you, and then I was like, wait, I'm talking about everybody. Yeah, not consistent in that
right.
approach. So, but that means a lot. And then it allows me to, because it's one of those energies that you exchange with me, and I'm like, well, I like how that looks. Let me be that for her.
It's interesting you say that, because I'm sure you saw the clip with Shaq on the podcast, and he admitted that he messed up with Shawnee, and he wasn't protecting her, and he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, and she was a good woman, and he messed up. He was out there doing. He said being bad.
Right. He said. He also said, "I'm not going to get into."
And right, what he was doing, because the Shaq was out in the streets. Yeah. So again, it's. We're talking about consistency and loyalty, but what you said was when you were younger, you were less mature, you didn't realize the value in what you had. And that was a maturity thing with Shaq too. He didn't realize what he had. Now I bet he does. He out in these streets now, and he's like, dang, I had a good woman.
I had a real one.
But that's what happens. Me and Lydia, my best friend.
Hold on real quick. And my boy Cat passed the key on. He got it now, boy.
Well, yeah, he does.
He got it now. He got it.
Me and Lydia, we joke about, we say men, they ready when they wearing the Levi jeans and the and the felines.
Right.
Now you want to come around. Now you want to be in a whole relationship and settle down after you got your beer belly and your Levi jeans on. It's like, I don't want you now.
Shaq was an early investor in the ring before it was ring, so he ain't wearing Levi's.
Well, but Shaq don't look like he used to.
He don't look like he, but
it's
but
like,
that,
about now you want to be consistent and loyal. We get the.
But that bank account has swole up like that belly has swole up.
Yeah, but it ain't about the bank account. It's like, shoot, I want you. You want me when I'm fine. I want you when you fine.
That's
too.
True.
And it's like, why we got to get the washed up version?
Yeah,
when
right.
you decide you ready to settle down.
When you want to walk, or now you want to calm down and get out these streets.
Guy, he was like, I think he's about to be 49, and I was like, what are you doing out here? Yeah. And one of my friends tried to hook me up with him, and I was like, no, he still ain't serious.
Yeah, at 49.
And I could tell, right? And I was like, nah, bro, And I said, and he was like, yeah, I used to be ripped, and I'm looking at him like, you ain't ripped no more.
You should have called me then.
Call me 20 years ago.
Right. Catch me outside when you fine again. Right.
Yes. So, do you want to address some of the comments?
Yeah, go ahead. Come on with the comments. I'm here for it. I know that I am going to be standing 10 toes down and I'm okay with it. I came ready.
Yeah, so just so you all know, if you're joining late, because some China said, can you also answer the questions, Joy? But this, I'm letting Jay, have his little episode. No, but this is what men want. So we're getting the male perspective, and then next week we'll talk about what women want. So I'll answer some of the questions, but I just want to make sure we don't lose focus of the male perspective here.
Come on,
so Iris said, for me, reciprocity and consistency are key. Women are really good at those traits. Some men, not so much.
Okay.
Let's see.
Iris the shade.
China is really on this lingerie. Yes, I would wear lingerie, China. She's like, but how you gonna wear the lingerie is what I want to know. Yes, I would wear the lingerie, China. LC said, I think men and women should not start anything they know they cannot continue. If you are trying to impress someone by doing something that you can't keep up, I would rather you not start. Yes, and I was talking about that in one episode. Like, if you start off cooking or whatever the case may be, and then you all get together and then you just go cold turkey, that's not fair to that person, because they're expecting that. Let's see. My mom said, a lot of guys don't miss that woman until the well runs dry. Exactly. It's never too late to be consistent. Yes. Iris said, right, beer bellied and broke down, and now he wants to act right. Miss me with it. Oh, man. Okay, so.
Y'all are savages today, and I expected it.
Yes,
I expected
it is. Yeah, exactly. When don't nobody want it, you just broke down belly bob.
So that also sometimes motivates us to, like, if I run into one of my exes, you're not gonna see me broke down and busted. Like, it's just
they're not gonna catch you. Exactly. You should be doing better.
I'm in my Sunday's best at the corner store. I just came to get some bubble gum, but you're not gonna catch me out here in these streets.
I seen you in them little white shorts a few times. Your little workout outfit.
I like my white shorts. Those are my running shorts.
Yeah, he got these little bitty white shorts.
They not little bitty. They almost to the knee. When you run in, you can't have a lot of, you know what? I'm saying focus. Anyway, it's all good. They not no booty huggers. There ain't no cheeks coming out. Anyway, man. Number 3, I think you're going to be surprised by this.
Okay.
Independence. As far as like an independent woman. INDEPE. Yes, an independent woman.
Everybody except Cam Newton, huh?
Cam wants you barefoot in the kitchen. He wants you barefoot pregnant in the kitchen.
Right. Cam don't want an independent woman.
But he got millions, so you probably be fine.
See, you keep going back to this money thing. That money does not matter.
For some women, it does. For some women.
But to an independent woman who has her own, that money means nothing.
Fair enough.
What are you bringing to the table in terms of mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically even? I mean, sometimes men overcompensate with the money for a lack of other things.
What things are those, Joey?
It might be struggling in the bedroom. Them dollars ain't gonna help you, bro. I'm just saying.
I had something to say, but I'm gonna keep it PG for today. I mean, you just never know. With some of these brothers, you never know. He might be able to get surgery. He might be able to have
take that money and go make it right.
Right. He might be able to get some alterations done. You know what I mean? Some inches added.
So independence, but okay. Speak a little bit more on that.
Yeah. And this is a lot of my guys. We talked about this. We don't want a clingy woman. Mm-hmm. Now, there's a healthy balance.
We don't want a clingy man.
Some women do.
Yeah.
Some women do. They want a man that they can run, right? Especially sometimes a powerful woman will say, oh, I'm cool with just because she's got the bag. She wants somebody that can, be half errand boy, half, half order taker, right?
Order taker?
Order follower?
Order
taker. Yeah.
Order taker.
Go run me this. Go run me that. Right. Yeah. Like he's taking orders. I said what I said.
Okay.
Like
order
I said
taker,
at this episode.
Like at McDonald's.
Right. Basically, so you want a Big Mac with cheese, no fries.
I can't.
And a shake. Okay. As normal, the shake machine is down. I can't get the shake, but all right. So independence, not needy and not clingy. Allow your man to miss you. Allow him to miss you and the essence of you, because when we are constantly in our masculine energy, we will want that feminine energy from our woman. And we will crave it. And so if it's not always there and I'm operating then it's like, oh, hey, come here. How you doing? You want that. You want him to miss you a little bit. So I say that to say, keep your friends. Keep your friends. Keep your girls' nights. You know, allow that person to miss you. It's healthy. It's healthy to be in a relationship. And we'll talk about this with women, but I really feel like y'all are the same way. Like, yeah, you want us, but still have your boys.
Yeah.
Don't be up under me all day.
You know, that's interesting because I have dated men that say they like an independent woman, but
you might be going too far with it, though, in their opinion.
No, it's just the thing is, like you said, you want me to have my own life, have my own friends, but if a man doesn't have those things going on for himself, then he's insecure about the things that make you an independent woman.
That's true.
And then that makes it a difficult situation because then you're constantly trying to appease his needs and coddle that man and what have you, make him feel secure.
Why you make your face like that? This is appease his needs and coddle his ass.
I don't, maybe because I'm just having flashbacks.
Disgusted.
Right. I'm just utterly disgusted. But like, no, you have men who are not, they say they want that type of woman, but they cannot handle it. And that's, you know, and even Robin was saying too, she said, men say they want an independent woman, but are often intimidated by a woman who makes her own money and possibly more than a man.
If that's the majority, I'm in the minority, and you know that about me.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of my attractions to you. Other women that I've dated, and I think it's because I have a super powerful mom.
Right.
And my association with women is that they can do it all, and I'm a girl dad 100%.
Right.
So but I hate to use his terms, but we're talking about high value.
Oh God! Don't do it.
We're talking about
Jay.
You're not interested in. You're not interested in a man that would not be quote unquote considered high value, not by his terms. I mean by societal terms. You want a man that's confident. You want a man that can take care of himself. You want a man that is financially independent, that has done his emotional work. Because this is huge for you.
Absolutely.
Because you do not want to be unequally yoked. And I'm not trying to speak for you, but I'm saying that
he is.
Well, these are things that you said on our podcast, and I know you personally. And those are the things that frustrate you. Like if a man ain't got his stuff and he's worried about what you're doing, boy, bye.
Miss me with it.
Right. That's the miss me with it.
It's not gonna happen. So let's see. Men think they want an independent woman until they get one. Sharon said. China said, I got my own, but I want my man to do everything for me. Shit.
China's usually with the ish, ain't she? I remember some of her other comments.
Iris said, did the men mention restrictions pertaining to level of independence? I thought men wanted to feel needed. Where's the balance?
That's what I was going to say next. So there's a healthy balance because we want to feel needed.
Right.
Call me when your car needs to be serviced. Whatever those things are. I had one of my exes, and she was like, oh, I'm going to the dealership, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, let me call my guy. She's like, no, I got it. And I wanted to feel needed in that situation, even though I wasn't paying. Her car was under warranty, this and that, but I had a guy. You know, I always got a guy. So I called my guy, and I'm like, hey, man, my girl's on the way up there, blah, 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 blah. And she didn't know that I was doing it, but I went ahead and did it anyway because I wanted that. And then when she got there, she's like, baby, thank you so much. He came out, he met me. He already knew what the problem was. I didn't have to go over it and make these, the car's making this down and this and that. Right. And because of you, he gave me a discount, so forth, so on. That's, even if I can't find, she didn't need me financially in that situation.
Exactly.
She already knew where the dealership was, but that was a situation where I wanted to feel needed. And then when she gave me the thank you, I was like, yeah, I did my man thing.
And what I have realized is men definitely want to feel appreciated. Yeah. Because especially with an independent woman who doesn't necessarily need them to do something, when you let a man be a man, so to speak, and you say thank you or show your appreciation, it goes a long way.
Absolutely. And you will get that energy in return, right? He will allow you to do those things that he might normally. For example, I like to go get a massage. I have a masseuse. She comes by the house. This is the only person I allow. But I was dating a young lady, and she was like, "Oh, let me give you a massage." I could have easily been like, "I like the way my masseuse does it because she knows my stuff."
Yeah.
But I let her do it, and she got so much joy out of that because she was taking care of me. Because I'd been in the gym, I did something wrong, and she worked it out. And I was like, "Babe, thank you so much." And I just saw the look of like, "Oh, I did something for him." Because as a man, I don't really need a lot of that stuff. Like I go out to eat and I have a house. I don't need you to show up in the Cam Newton ways for me, So for her, that worked, and so I think it's a healthy balance on each side. I know we're going to talk about the women because y'all are going to be tearing up this chat next week.
Listen, I'm gonna bring it, ladies.
Look,
okay.
I can.
Sabrina, hey Sabrina. She said I do need an oil change, but I don't have nobody to call.
Is that Sabrina Soul?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the homie, man.
Yeah. Claudine said, explain the quote on high value men.
So, and I don't like using that term. I'm going to find another term because
it makes my skin crawl.
Me too. Like, as a man,
the conversations and his views on women in general. We're talking about Kevin Samuels, but that's a whole other.
Yeah,
I'm not giving him any airtime.
I in these situations, I like the way that people are having conversations.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because to me, he's kind of like a Howard Stern. Shock jock type of deal, but there's work being done, but it's so offensive that it starts a conversation.
Absolutely.
I'm not as mad at the agitation.
Yeah.
I love the conversation.
That comes out of.
Yeah. So some people are like, I don't like Ready to Love and the way it's going now, but it's still making people have conversations about relationships and therefore improving the community. Yeah. That's important to me. So it still serves a purpose, right? It's changed a little bit, but it still serves a purpose. So high value men.
Deacon of Miami Vice.
Deacon Tibbs. You call me Deacon Tibbs. You know what I mean?
For the people. Okay.
I love us doing better. So high value men to me, like Joy, in my opinion, isn't attracted to. She's attracted to high value men. Men that have a certain amount of emotional intelligence, men that, and it's not about money with you. It's not about, oh, he makes $1 million a year and this and that. It's that he has his own vibe and he has his own thing and his own pursuit and his own passion. And let me know where I'm wrong.
No.
And that's the part. And the byproduct of that usually is that a man, that type of dude ain't broke.
Right. Well, generally no.
But you're not interested in the money. Exactly. You're interested in the passion. But it
just happens to be the thing.
Because I know situations where guys have come to you and I make this much money, and you're like, and what?
Right.
Right. Like I make
did
money.
I say it like that?
There was a neck in the. Did I do it right?
I did not.
Is it out with this or is it in?
Did I? That don't even sound like me. I would never.
But it's with that attitude because you can provide for yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Like when we dated, you didn't need me financially. You know, you sent me a birthday gift. I still have the skillet. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
But you bring that to your table. Same thing with me. I'm not looking for a woman that has to have money. I was watching something when I was preparing for this, and the guy was like, I don't care if I'm at Whataburger, and the young lady that gives me my burger in the drive-thru is nice, and I think she's cute and she smiles at me, I'm gonna turn around and holler at her, and she might be my wife.
No, you ain't, because you are offended by smells, and she gonna be smelling like chicken, and you gonna be mad.
I'm gonna get her a big thing of Febreze for the ride home, and we never gonna ride in her chicken smelling car.
You be like, Joy,
baby, you smell like fries.
Every night.
You know
fried
what?
Chicken every night, and I be like,
she's just not coming over after work. She's coming over before work.
So you said that this is a top 5, the independent woman, but I think that's a minority. I don't think the majority of men, they may want it, but they don't know how to treat an independent woman.
So what you're thinking of independence is all of this, boss babe stuff.
But not even that. No.
Okay.
I'm not thinking of the Cam Newton definition, not necessarily. Okay. I'm thinking of someone who, the very thing we were talking about, does not necessarily need a man financially has done the work, the healing, whatever,
Yeah.
all of that. So it's not necessarily all about money,
Yeah.
but it's still a state of mind.
Yeah.
And a lot of men, I don't think, are equipped to deal with a woman of that nature.
Okay, so your mother and my mother are both very confident women, but they also know how to allow their man to lead.
Yeah.
And that's not just an old school trait, but old school women, and I'm calling both of our mothers old school. So they know how to do that balance. Y'all, a great woman does this beautiful thing to where she will let you think that you're making a decision, but she done made the decision for you.
Right, exactly.
And that's what I'm talking about, right? Like that's an independent woman, but she knows how to kind of mask herself a little bit and her power.
There's some finesse.
And they're finessing. The finessing. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So that's it. But we have two more.
Okay, we have
and I
want
to make for time. So confidence.
Confidence. Which we talked about a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but I was talking about appearance.
Yeah.
And confidence.
Okay.
This is confidence like, I know what I bring to the table. And I'm going to tell y'all, for me, women, if you have a confident walk and you hold yourself like you're a regal and you just walk in like you know what you're about to do and every step that you have is measured and you know your assignment in this world.
That's it.
That's it. That's
so you
it.
You don't want that stank walk. Stank your leg. Do the stank your leg.
I don't want the crackhead walk. I don't want the crackhead walk. You don't want
that walk where they, where the booty just sits right up on.
No.
They confident too.
That's every man different. Every man is different. I'm looking for my one for my life, not the one for the night.
Oh, say that again.
I am looking for the woman for my life and not the woman for the night.
Okay.
You feel me?
All right, Jay.
Okay. You feel me? And you know this to be true because of our conversations. I'm not at that point no more. I'm not at that point no more. So yeah, confidence is key. But I think that also comes from emotional intelligence and knowing your worth.
Absolutely.
Right? You actually are not disagreeing with me on this.
I agree with that one. I mean, I don't think a man wants someone who's not confident unless they are an abuser, and they want to break down a woman like that, who's not confident in herself and who has low self-esteem. There are men who prey on women like that.
I've come across guys like that.
And they are usually emotionally abusive or physically or mentally abusive to those women. So I think that,
Which I think is a service for women right now that we should stop. If he has a problem with you being confident in who you are, run, not walk.
Right.
Away. Not towards. Away.
Exactly.
Because he should allow you, because a lot of times when I've seen, that's a character trait in guys when they want to manipulate and they want to keep a woman down and suppress who you are, is that they won't speak life into you. They don't want you to grow. They don't want you to outgrow the small container in which they want to keep you in.
Right. Absolutely.
And so if a man is not flowering, is not watering your garden, then that's usually a telltale sign that it's some stuff coming. Yeah. You just can't see it.
Yeah, and sometimes we do see it, but I think that we give men the benefit of the doubt. I think I know I've been in relationships where I've always tried to return to the good in that person, but the reality is that the red flags were blaring, and I ignored those. So Iris said, "Preach, Bishop Tink Tink."
It's Bishop Tibbs today. It's Bishop Tibbs Day.
Yeah, it's a bit Bishop Tibbs.
And this is Crockett
and
over here.
They liked your quote about, woman for your life and not for the night. Yes.
I actually just made that up on spot, but I like it.
It was good. It was good. LC said, Jay, I think you are in the minority. A lot of men I've met seem to go for looks, but by date three, if you don't invite him over for a sleepover, they're ready to move on.
That's true. There's a lot of guys because we getting deep today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What am I going to
What you
call
got for that, Jay?
No, I'm with it, and it's an issue.
Yeah, it's a huge issue. People got commitment issues out here too. That's why I'm surprised by a lot of things that you're saying. But yeah,
a lot of times, and every situation is different.
Yeah.
But if there's pressure to go there very early, and nowadays sex is just like.
yeah,
It's like a dollar menu. Like just
Right.
here you go some nuggets, here goes some fries, here go you want to shake $3. Like that's
You want to shake?
You wanna shake? if you're not there and there's the pressure for the sleepover, then that may be the perception that he has of you. And if you want more than that, then you shouldn't go for the sleepover. Because once a man, because sometimes we can pick up on clues about a woman and we might have the wrong opinion of her, and then we'll ask for that up front because we don't see a lot of value later on.
Right.
But we're willing to wait. I'm willing to wait on a burger that's $20 because I want you to cook it.
You got your chicken nuggets on the side.
But there's only so much nourishment that you're gonna get out of nuggets.
Right, but you got them on the side though.
Not you looking at me.
Right, I'm saying
you.
a man got them on the side.
At some point, yeah. But I think that's a conversation that can be had.
That is where the dichotomy exists. Like how you obviously you want a man to wait, you want a man to invest in you and nurture the relationship. But then he's still cultivating something on the side. So it's like, where is the commitment? Where is the opportunity for growth? Especially if you're not being honest up front. Like, okay, if you're dating multiple people, then say that.
Right.
You know, but a lot that those conversations are not being had. Or it's like, well, you didn't ask me. Why you got to ask 22 questions?
I think you should ask.
You know, but sometimes it's like there are questions where sometimes I'm not even thinking about the questions, like asking about kids. I would think you would tell me if you had kids, you know, but there are some people who are like, oh, well, you didn't ask me. And then you find out they got 4 kids or something. And I'm like, wait a minute now, bro. We did not have this conversation.
I'm proud of my kids. So
yeah, but a lot of people are not.
Kids,
a lot of people are not, and they're trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do, what the goal of that is, but I just think it's just a lot of trickery.
Okay.
Going on out here.
I've got to get to this 5th one because we're 45 minutes in.
I know we got time. We got time.
Okay. I'm always respectful of everybody's time. Yes. Okay.
They are in it.
Yeah, look, and I feel some heat coming from y'all tonight, and I'm okay with it. I came expecting that it was going to be some problems, and that's all right. Y'all don't have my address. I'm leaving after this. I'm leaving after this. So men want a friend. I referenced it earlier with my college sweetheart. I valued the other things that we got in our relationship, but I really valued the friendship. Yeah. I mean, like when we broke up, I missed the friendship more than anything. I missed back then we were playing games, but so the friendship piece of it, we have a great foundation of friendship. Because we have that foundation, we try dating. Right. And then that ain't work. We fail to communicate. And so we can still go back to the floor level and have the foundation of the friendship. Yeah. And that is a foundation that you can build anything on, right? And so as men, we really, if you think about most of your men, they don't have a bunch of friends. They don't. Yeah. We don't. Like, y'all got group chats with a bunch of, but like real friends, like.
It depends.
Yeah, some guys do. I don't like a lot of people around me like that.
Yeah, so. That's just you.
Yeah. But as far as when I say friend, somebody that you can tell your deepest, darkest secrets to. That's what I mean, like the true definition of friend. Like, I ain't talking about boys. I got plenty of boys. But as far as friends, I have fit them on this hand. But I know if I need something, I can call them. So in the woman that I want to be, I hopefully can be best friends because that's ideal. Yeah. And so when I talk to guys, that's really, really what they want is they want a friend along because all that cute stuff, all that cool. But what can you lifetime? We talking about life. Right. We talking about, being 60 years old and wrinkled together and 70 years old and walking slow doing crossword puzzles, all that type of stuff. Yeah. When the Friday night turn up is bingo, who can I run the bingo with,
Not bingo. So I think these top 5, Jay, are for men who want to be serious about someone.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what the show's
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean,
This ain't.
there are some people who are on the cusp, maybe. You know, they're trying to enter into a level of maturity. Maybe we'll push somebody out of the zone of, I don't know the word. I want to say a bad word, but maybe we'll push somebody out of
You was
the
gonna
zone.
say F-boy.
Yes.
You was gonna say F-boy. That is the new term.
A pluckery, but I will. That's not the word I want to say. Pluckery. But no, I think that maybe somebody will want to be a changed woman or man. You know, after hearing the things that we have to say. But at some point, I just feel like, doesn't it get exhausting?
What?
Being an F-boy, like, doesn't it get exhausting? I'm not saying, but you at some point, Jay, you were immature and you were not serious out in these streets. So don't act like you were the great black
Bible
hope.
study every Friday night.
Don't
What you
act
talking
like
about?
you were the great black hope out here.
I was at Bible study every Friday night. It's just what I did after Bible study.
Don't act like you were the great black hope out here all your life, because you were not, Negro. So at
All
what
my
point?
life.
At what point, what was the trigger for you to want to settle down?
Man, my knees is bad. I couldn't
See,
run these
that's when they
streets. Now I'm
want
playing with
somebody.
you.
Well, when they got the Levi jeans, everything don't work quite the same.
You know, getting married and having my daughter, like it
Yeah.
was literally a switch. Once I became a father, then all the, as you would say, shenanigans had to
Yeah.
go. Because there's something about being a girl dad and realizing that this is going to be a woman one day. And somebody's going to try and run that game.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
And then I'm going to have to go ahead and get some of the toys from the house and load the chamber.
Oh, gosh.
But I started doing my personal work early. So
Yeah.
I feel like my mother gifted me with some personal work that I did. And that changed me because I stopped seeing things through other people's eyes and got a better understanding of myself.
Right.
But I might have had a small F-boy period.
Yeah.
So I'll admit that. I'll admit that.
Just small. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, you know, as the decades have gone,
Right.
the relevance
There's
of it,
less of it.
the relevance of the F-boy period.
Boy, bye. I'm not doing this with you.
You know?
Let's see. Someone said they're with their best friend, or China said she was with her best friend for 20 years. Claudine said, I'm surprised you didn't mention peace. Men always trying to protect their peace.
You know what? So
That's interesting.
when I was doing this with guys,
Protect my peace.
yeah, but I picked the top 5 of
Yeah.
what they were saying. For me, that's
Yeah.
probably right in there with number 1 or number 2. You know me. I'm like, you've talked about your 30-day relationship for
Yeah.
3 weeks, and
I mean, a 14-day trial, 30-day trial period.
it's like that AOL disc you got. Like you're gonna get some free internet for about
Your
2
trial
weeks, and then
has
that's it.
expired.
It's expired. You getting an
I do
email.
not want to renew.
Do not want to renew the subscription. We good.
Right.
We just good on the trial.
Exactly.
The trailer wasn't ish. Like our boy David said, the conversation was trash. Conversation was trash. So yeah, but that's my top 5. So I'm gonna review them real quick. Number 1 was appearance, and that doesn't just mean physical.
Right.
Number 2 was consistency and loyalty. Number 3 was independence. Number 4 was confidence. Walk that walk, honey.
Yeah.
Talk that talk. Yeah, and then 5, just be a good friend to a man.
Yeah.
You know, and just to go on the friend part, and we've talked about this, there's plenty of women out there that say, okay, well, you check this box. All right, then we can get married. I don't want, just because we checking each other's boxes.
Everyone is not meant to be married.
We talked about that
to each other. Yeah.
We talked about that, paper versus purpose. Just because you checking the box don't mean we supposed to be together.
Exactly.
Stop coming out here looking for your, okay, well, he checks all these boxes.
Yeah.
He make good money. He's 6 figures, 6 foot, and has a 6-pack. Like we not. That ain't checking all the boxes. If
No,
those are your
definitely
boxes,
not.
we want you as a guest on the show so we can talk about it. Right? We're gonna start doing. We're gonna pull up a chair and we're gonna have a session. but for real, because that at this point in life, you know, our audience, and we know it was mostly women that are between 35 and 55, right? That's the majority of it. And at that point in life, that's not what we ain't checking the boxes. It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deeper
No
than
time
that.
for the shenanigans.
It's deeper than that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want some lifetime, you need to do some lifetime stuff that you can maintain and build with and grow together with and play bingo together. If you can't, if you can't be my bingo partner,
Not bingo. I'm not doing this with
I'm looking for somebody I can walk slow with. You know, when you want to honk in the grocery store and the old people walking across together, but you like let them. They living their best life. They living their best. I'm not gonna honk today. I had it in my spirit, and I just stop.
I can't. Well, this was good. I hope you guys enjoyed Jay's tips.
My top five. My top five.
Top five what men want. Next week we'll talk about what women want. So, ladies, I'm gonna need y'all support. I need y'all to come with the real, so we can educate Jay and the other men out there on what women want.
We're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn today, and y'all gonna teach
I hope
brother.
this was helpful. This was great, but no, those were very mature. Top five.
That's our age group, right? That's our top five. So real quick, I just thought of something, and I didn't run this past you, so you can slap me when the episode's on air, so I can figure out what I want to. We're gonna do. If you need to do a Will Smith on me, that's fine.
Go ahead.
How about y'all email to our email address your top five?
Top five what?
What y'all want out of a man?
Oh, what they want. Okay.
Because this is going to be a 2-part thing. So we're going to do a top five. We're going to surprise y'all with what's going to happen on the second part. But we're going to do one about top five, what men want.
I might have 10.
You're gonna have to break it down. I know you're gonna have 35. You don't bring out the whole list.
I
She's
like
gonna be like,
the number 10
well,
is my sweet number for tips and tools.
we not doing 10. We
man.
look, we gonna have to do top five.
Yes.
But y'all email. Can I give out the email address, or you want to do it on IG?
Either DM us or email us at hello@failure2communicate.com.
So it's failure. It's hello at failure2communicate.com, or you can shoot us a DM on the Failure to Communicate IG page.
Yeah.
And we're going to have fun with this.
Yes, we are going to have fun. So we got bingo players out here.
Look.
You know, Sharon said her husband is her bingo partner. So
that's what I'm talking
you
about.
Inside, y'all want to have a bingo night?
Look, right. There was
to communicate bingo night up in here.
And I wanted to congratulate one of our subscribers. And y'all like and subscribe. We're going to be doing some fun stuff. So hit the like button, subscribe. And if you do the bell notification, then you'll actually get because we're now actually putting it to where when we go live, we're going to put it up there so you can see the reminder for it. So if you subscribe, you'll see the new stuff that we have coming up when we put it out. And my goal is going to be to get it out a day before we do it. So that way you guys will know. Because I know sometimes people are like, I didn't know y'all were going to be on. So
every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central.
8 p.m. Central. So shoot us your top five of what women want to the hello.
Don't be trying to get.
Do you? Look,
you should have did that before you did your episode. Don't be trying to.
I'm making it easy for you.
You said what men want or what they think men want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so you said what women want.
Yeah.
Right.
You're doing what women want.
Yeah, but don't be trying to get
then go ahead
on my topic.
Go ahead.
You know,
go ahead.
Because what Jay wants is to be prepared because he don't know what I'm gonna bring next week. That's what this is about. No, y'all can DM me at joy_m_h. Don't be sending him nothing. If it's about men, y'all send that to I
gave you our topics. I'm fine with it.
Don't be trying to get intel.
I'm good on the fly
because y'all, that's what he doing.
I want to hear from y'all. This is going to be very interesting, and I am going to sit my little male ego in a cup over somewhere, and I'm gonna be in the beauty shop next week. Listen to everything that y'all have to say.
Oh man!
Because then there's going to be a point where I'm going to be like, "Well, allow me to retort," and then we're going to have to.
See, that's what he want to do because he want to be prepared so he can have his whole dissertation ready to go.
Not at all.
And I'm gonna be like, "No, Jay, this is
no. You are leading, and I will just be on the couch."
Christy said, "Women want it all." That's right. We want it all.
Christy, do not send us a list of 30 things. Don't do it. We're gonna pick the top five. And I just want to bring up one thing.
Lord,
no.
Never let y'all go.
We had one of our subscribers talk about them and their husband had been married for 26 years.
Yes, absolutely. That was China.
Yeah, yes. Shout out to y'all, man. I love it. I appreciate y'all's input.
Yeah.
I love the fact that we have single and married people, and 26 years is a beautiful thing. So
China said, Tony and Denise, they're getting better at communication right in front of our eyes. Y'all, we're a work in progress.
Won't he do it? Won't he will?
God is a working, okay? God is a working.
But y'all like and subscribe and hit the bell notification. And we will see y'all next week, 8 p.m. Central on Failure to Communicate.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all.
All right. And thanks for the suggestion, Claudine. I got you. All right. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.